All right, now to the markets. Well, we've seen markets about just over 0.5% in the red this afternoon. The rand continuing to take a beating. It's the third consecutive day. Wayne McCurrie from Wealth and Investments at FNB joins me now. Wayne, thanks very much indeed for your time. So we've been talking about this over the past 3 days and opening up our market discussion with it. But another gloomy day for the rand, approaching 15 Rand 40 against the US dollar. How bad is this? Because we were hoping that we wouldn't see a petrol price hike next month, and a weak rand is not good for fuel prices.
Definitely not. And sort of the oil price is still staying above 100, 108, 109. And with the weaker rand, we will definitively see an increase. Look, the rand was very expensive when it was trading at about 14 Rand 50 against the dollar. It was overvalued. And now we're just seeing a retracement into a fair value range, which is anywhere between 15 and 16 against the dollar. I don't expect a collapse in the rand, so I don't think this is the start of sustained weakness in the rand. But it could very easily go to 15.50 or 16 in the short term. But I think that will be about all. So all that's actually happened is that the rand has returned to a more normal value level after being reasonably expensive a couple of weeks, couple of months ago.
You did suggest that earlier in the week as well. So listen, if you're holding an Anglo American share, you're not happy today. That share price down almost 7%. And I see rains have hit the production there. That's what keeping investors a bit unnerved.
Well, they had a terrible production update. In Kumba, in Anglo American Platinum and other Anglo assets itself, the rain severely affected their operations. But they also mentioned they got huge logistic problems. A lot of their mines are open cast mines. All the Kumba mines are open cast mines, and the big Anglo American Platinum mine is also open cast, and they can't get spares for their trucks. Let alone the trucks can't get in there because it's too wet. They also can't get the spares that they need to keep up with the maintenance on the trucks. So we saw actually, as I said, a really poor production update. And the weakness in the market today is almost 100% attributable to Anglo American and their associated companies coming down. Kumba was down 13%. Anglo American, I think, closed about 7% down, and Anglo American Platinum also closed about 7% down. So the market took that very badly. Of course, it's a one-off. We don't often get rain like this on a sustained basis, and they will get back to production, but the market certainly didn't like that at all.
And then, Wayne, most banks were up today except Absa. This after Barclays sold, 63 million shares? Absa is South Africa's fourth largest bank. What happened there? The share price was down quite severely, I think.
Yeah, look, all the banks were up. First Rand was up about 2%, but Absa was down 4%. And I think the market's just worried that there might be an overhang of shares that people might want to sell now that Barclays have placed this huge volume of shares. But of course, Barclays looks, the Absa share price has recovered dramatically. And certainly, even though the rand has weakened, it's not a bad value for that they're actually getting for their shares. So I think that's a reason why they sold. They've always said they wanted to sell. I still like the bank, so maybe at this bit of price weakness, it actually might be a time to accumulate some Absa.
That's interesting. Wayne McCurrie from Wealth and Investments at First National Bank, thanks very much indeed for your time.